Hey guys, welcome to Jasco Goods. Well, it's fall season already, and as a woodworker, selling your products, if you haven't started making fall stuff, you're already behind. I'm behind with this video, to be honest with you. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you a couple fall things that I think are really cool. One of them is pretty unique. I haven't seen anybody doing it on YouTube, and I haven't seen anybody selling it on Etsy. And actually the design that I'm using to make this, you can use to do it with anything. It doesn't have to be just fall, but it's a special trick on how to cut the wood. I'll show you. Why don't I just stop talking about it and let's get to building. All we need for this is an 18-inch 1x4.
Then just give it a quick sanding, any method you want to use. I'm using my sander. Is my head giving Jason Voorhees vibes or a frozen turkey in a tight bra?
To fit in with the Halloween vibe, I got a Frankenstein on the sign, or you can call him Frankenstein. Okay, so I got this orange water-based stain. It's gonna dry really fast. I get this from Lowe's. They mix it for you right at Lowe's.
Now this water-based stain is a little tricky to work with because it dries so fast, but that works great for me because I only have to wait a few minutes for it to dry and I can flip it over and stain the other side. And look how good the color looks. It's nice and bright, and I love that you can see the wood grain through it. Now I'm doing a few more in some different colors and different sizes so you guys can see how versatile these are and just a different variety for you.
Okay, so this was just a gray, it was an oops paint. I got it for like a couple bucks.
So this one's gonna be a larger size at the end, so I cut this board to 24 inches.
This last one is a whitewash. It won't make the wood completely white, but it really whitens it up. I like it in 2 coats. For this last one, I'm just gonna try paint. This one's called TLC by Craftsmart. All right, now that our stain is dry, it's time to show you the trick. Set your miter saw to 22.5. Mine already has a stop for it. Then you're gonna cut your wood up straight like this. Now just cut off the very edge so you're starting with that 22.5 degree angle. Now from the longest point of the board, you're gonna measure over 2 inches. Now if you don't have a way to draw angles, you can always cut a scrap piece at your 22.5 degree angle and then use that, line up this top edge with your line and then make a mark. So now that you know where you need to cut your board at, set up a stop block so you can repeat that cut several times. Now flip the board and repeat that cut 8 times.
Rotating the board after each cut.
So now we're gonna repeat that whole process with your second board, except this time you're gonna put your saw at 15 degrees. And then you're only gonna cut 1 inches and you're gonna repeat that 12 times. See what happens when you got a beach ball sized head? Another pair of safety glasses bites the dust. Okay, so now you should have 8 of your 2-inch pieces and 12 of your 1-inch pieces. Guys, no matter how much these look like delicious Kit Kat bars, do not try to take a bite. You're just gonna hurt your teeth. Not that I tried it. Okay, so I have these strips of masonite, or some people call them hardboard, and I'm putting on some double-sided tape. You could probably use another 1x4. I just use these because it has a slick surface on it and I can easily take the double-sided tape back off of it. And then I'm going to start at one side and with the small part of the wood down, place the wood right at the edge because the edge of this masonite is pretty straight. Oh, I didn't take off the double-sided tape. And then just keep putting them one after another right up against the previous one, just like that. One more thing that you might want to think of is the grain. I try to keep it a little bit even.
And like I said, if you don't have strips of masonite, not everybody has a piece of masonite sitting around, you can use a 1x4, any scrap wood.
Just like that. Now I'm gonna do the blue one the same way.
Now I'm just showing you the basic technique of how to do this trick. You can tweak it any way you want later. You can change the angle of the cut. You can change the size of the wood in all different directions. Once you learn this basic trick, you can tweak it to fit your own needs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Who remembers that? Only the OGs know that one.
Okay, so I'm going to use my X-Tool S1 to engrave a jack-o'-lantern face into mine. If you don't have a laser engraver, that's fine. You can use a stencil and some spray paint. There's a lot of other ways to do this. I'm just using my laser engraver because that's what I have and that's what I like.
Another way you can do it is like this.
Look at those chubby fingers go. You can use some wide masking tape and then cut it out with an X-Acto knife. Or if you do have a laser engraver like the S1, you can take that same masking tape trick and cut out an even more intricate design. I made this design myself on the computer. Then just hit it up with whatever color spray paint you want. Then peel all the masking tape off. You may need some little tools depending on how intricate your design was. And kabam! Call me Crafty McCrafterson because this right here will make Martha Stewart jealous. I sell a downloadable version of this stencil on my Etsy page. I'll put a link in the description.
Okay, so now we're gonna pull it all off of here. Now in all reality, if you're not gonna stencil on these pieces that aren't being used, you don't have to put them on here. I only put them on there so I could keep the same pattern going in the wood grain, but it's not necessary. You can leave them set up somewhere and you only have to put on the ones you're gonna stencil or burn or whatever you're gonna do to it. So we're gonna take them all off of here, keep them in the same order. Take your double-sided tape off. This is one reason I like to use the Masonite. It peels off a lot easier. Then I'm gonna use this block just to keep them lined up, and then I'm gonna put them all back on here. Then keep them close together like this. Now you're gonna take a piece of masking tape. Be careful not to let them move. Then we'll carefully flip them over. We're just gonna put a little glue in each edge. This is another reason I like to stain them first, because if you get any glue squeeze out, you won't have to worry about it blocking your stain or paint. Well, I guess paint would just go over it. And then put some glue on one of the ends. Okay, then I'm gonna start at one end and just start rolling it up. Oh, my tape's coming off.
I should have ran the tape long on one side, so when I got them together, I could have just lapped the tape over. But of course, I didn't do it. I forgot on this one, and this is the only one I filmed, so of course this is the one that gave me the worst problems. The rest of them rolled right up with no problem.
Now I'm just gonna repeat that process with this one, and I'll come back and show you the end result.
After your glue dries, you could pull the masking tape off and then sand the top and the bottom if you had any kind of shifting in your pieces, and just to smooth it up and clean it up a little bit. And then if you want, you can stain it or leave it raw, whatever you want to do. Let me tell you a little story about this bandsaw right here. When I bought this bandsaw in 2012, the first thing I made was this napkin holder. Oh, what do we have here? I got the template online and I cut it out and just glued it together. Only this one side came loose, and that's not bad for it being only held together with glue. And it's been sitting on my kitchen table since 2012, till about just a couple years ago. So I'm going to try to recreate it. I got these sheets of walnut plywood off of Amazon. I'm going to use the same pattern, but this time I'm going to try to make it a little bit bigger, and I'm going to cut it out with my laser cutter rather than the bandsaw. I got this one piece of walnut left over from last year when I made a Christmas tree that I'm going to use as the base. This may take a week, but I'm going to try to split this on my bandsaw. I could have probably cut through this quicker using a butter knife. Listen to this motor. No exaggeration, this took me a full 2 minutes to cut through. The blade kept creeping. It wanted to steer so bad I could not keep it straight. Look how crooked that is. Nothing I can't fix with the turd polisher. So just like I did with my original leaf napkin holder 12 years ago, just a little glue and some clamps, and it's good to go. Well, besides the straw I used to get the glue squeeze out. Other than that, it was good to go. Okay, I had a fail with my leaf napkin holders. If you remember, I glued these up earlier. This one's good. This one held. I don't know what this wood is made of. It's supposed to be a walnut plywood, but as you can see, the laser wouldn't engrave into it. It just made a white line. If it is a walnut at all, it's got the thinnest veneer. And you see it didn't, when I cut it out with the laser, it didn't cut all the way through it on this part. It pulled it off and left some paper behind. But then on top of that, it won't hold glue. Like the glue didn't even leave a mark on it. The wood glue, I mean, this is a smooth surface right here, and you can see the wood glue's on there. It didn't even leave a mark on this. And where it did stick on these smaller ones, I don't know if you can see that, it peels right off. So I don't know, this is made of some kind of weird plastic that the wood glue won't even stick to. So I'm gonna have to try to nail these to get them to stay. And then when I did these, I used the square and I made sure the edges were square before I glued it. This one must have slipped in the clamp because now the simplest, I thought this was gonna be the simplest one. It has I'll just tell my wife it's a rocking napkin holder. She won't know. Okay, so now for my next project, this one's a little bit more on the Halloween side. I'm just taking this 1/2 inch sheet of plywood and I'm cutting it down to 12 by 18. So my board ended up being 18 3/4 because I didn't want to cut off the 3/4. So I divided it up into 4 equal sections. And then I made these lines where I'm going to put 3/4 inch shelves on here. And then I left that 3/4 of an inch on the top, so the top is a little bit bigger by 3/4 of an inch. So now I'm trying to make this into the shape of a coffin, and I'm using my speed square to find the angles that I need. So I did my top angle at 30 degrees and my bottom angle at 15 degrees. Now I hope this makes sense, but if you're using a speed square to find your angle like I am, you're going to do the opposite angle. So your top angle is going to be at 60 degrees, and that's where you're going to make your line. And then your bottom angle, if you look at the video, is going to be at 75 degrees, and that's where you're going to make your line. Now these lines aren't any special numbers that I got off the internet or anything. I just made this stuff up because it looked good to me. You can actually do whatever degrees you want. Then I just took my circular saw and cut all those corners off. I was so worried I was going to try to grab one of those pieces as it was falling and cut my fingers. I should have checked this before I laid it out, but this is the rough side of the plywood. Sometimes you get plywood and one side's good, one side's bad. This is the good side. So that's the side I want facing. That's the side I want to paint. Otherwise, you're going to see all the imperfections on this side. So I transferred my lines to this side, but that's okay because now I know exactly where to put my screws. So I'm using 1x4s as the shelves. So I just put the 1x4s underneath of the coffin shape, and then I'm marking where my shelves are going to go. You can measure it if you want. I'm just kind of lazy. This way I don't have to remember any numbers or write anything down. I just mark it on the wood and then go cut it. Now I cut all the ends of my shelves at a 15-degree angle so they match the angle of the coffin back. Then I clamped all the shelves to the coffin back, and then I flipped the board over and attached them all through the backside with some screws. Then on the very last screw, I even pre-drilled it. When I tried to put the screw in, look what happened. Can you believe that? Stupid dry meatloaf wood. Now I should have done this before I attached them. I'm giving the shelves a little sanding because I didn't sand the edges after I cut them. I was just too much in a hurry to get this thing put together. Now I'm painting it with a matte black spray paint. Nothing fancy, just an old can of Rust-Oleum. So since I already was cutting one coffin shape, I decided to just cut another one. And this one I'm going to do something a little different with. I painted it with the same matte black, and I'm distressing all the edges. Then I sprayed both coffins, this one and the shelves, with a matte finish clear coat. Then I used this cabinet handle jig to install 2 handles on either side of the coffin to make a coffin tray. And then just to add a little razzle dazzle and make it a little bit more sophisticated, I cut out this skull face head, whatever you want to call it, skull, on my laser engraver, laser cutter, my S1, and then I'm just going to CA glue it right on here. Look at that. It's a skull head.
And there you go, shelves done. I just put some stuff on there to show you guys how it looks. I got these pumpkins I made. I put them in another video. These are the ones I just did. I got some candy corns I made. There's the sign I made. There goes Frankie sign. You could just throw some lights on these if you want, so you don't really take away from the shape of it or do smaller decorations. I made these guys out of polymer clay a few years ago. I got that guy, and I forget what this guy's name is. And then I made here, it's supposed to be a Hulk fist, but you can pretend like it's a ghoul or something busting up through the bottom. Made that out of polymer clay. So you can leave this just sitting on the counter. It's not super secure, but as long as you don't bump it, maybe put it closer to a wall or something. If not, you can hang it right onto a wall, which is what I would do. I would recommend hanging it on the wall, but if you wanted to, you could just set it on the counter if you don't have kids or cats or something that can knock it over. So there's the shelf done. So here's the pumpkins I did. I did a white one. This is the one I did on camera, and then I did these ones off camera. I did this one in a gray, this one in a white. This one I did 2 inches. If you remember that measurement, this was 2 inches. This is 2.5 inches, and this is 1.5 inches. So it goes up a 1/2 inch in size. You can make them to where the sizes fit inside of each other, and then when you're not using them, when you want to use them, you just bring it up and you turn it so it can't fall inside of itself. And then when you're not using it, you would turn it and you would slip it inside of itself. And that's how you would store them. You would do all 3 of them like that, and all 3 of them, like, what are those Russian hiding dolls? I can't remember what those things are called, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Here's one I didn't stain, and I just put a plant in it. So as you can see, these 2 are about the same size. This is the one I did with the 15-degree cut. This is the one with the 22.5-degree cut. And you can see this one's a little bit more rounded. If you really wanted to, you could probably sand this out a little bit more and get it really rounded. I sanded down my edges so it looked like a pumpkin. You know how the pumpkins have the lines in it. But you could do it however you want it. You can stain the top. My wife liked it unstained. She liked the wood look. She liked the way it contrasted in between the different colors. So I just left it like that. But if you wanted to stain it, you could. And then I just stick a plant in the top. Here's my serving tray. You could decorate this and just leave it on the counter, or you could put food on it, whatever you want to do. And then here's my leaf napkin holder. This will be on my table this Thanksgiving. Okay guys, thanks for watching. If there's anything you saw me do in the video that you want more information about, just ask me in the comments. I try to answer all my comments. If there's anything you saw me do that you think I could have done better, or you think I could do better, I'm all about learning. That's what I'm doing this for, to just keep getting better as a woodworker. Let me know in the comments. There's a lot of great woodworkers out there that are in the comments. If you guys want advice, there's so many people leaving positive, great advice in the comments. So if you're thinking of building something I built, maybe glance through the comments to see what somebody said. Until next time, get to building.